Hello, hello, hello. I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO of TLJ Professional Services, where we are about all things financial. Today is day 3 of 30 live challenge. I am coming to you with almost 40 years experience in bookkeeping, accounting, as well as tax preparation. I have a master's in business and accounting as well as public administration. So today, or my whole 30 days, I'm going to be giving you tax tips. So today I'm going to talk about how setting up the wrong business structure for your business can impact your taxes. Okay. Because people don't think that they do, but it does. So in the pandemic, a whole lot of people jumped on the LLC bandwagon, not knowing what exactly it does or does not do. LLC protects you from personal liability, but there's no tax benefit to being an LLC. Okay, it still goes on your Schedule C or personal return if you're a single member. If you're a partnership, it does go on a different form, but you're still responsible for self-employment tax as long as you have a net profit. Okay, and then on your K1, it's going to be in the partnership. It's going to be your percentage of the net profit and or loss in that partnership. So if you guys are two partners, three partners, whatever your percentage is, and you should state what your percentage is when you set up your business, okay? It doesn't automatically have to split 50-50 or whatever many equally. It could be 70-30, it could be 60-40, it could be 20-80, right? It depends on whatever your agreement is within that partnership. Now, the best way to determine the business structure for you, in my opinion, this is my humble opinion, is to begin with the end in mind. Okay. Not all accountants, not all tax preparers, not all CPAs will say, start how you plan to end, right? They'll say, wait till you get to X amount of dollars before incorporating or becoming an LLC. Because, yes, there are filing fees and franchise fees associated to being like an LLC or a formal business. But I will tell you from experience that you can set up your branding and all of that stuff because you're making under a certain dollar amount. But then when it's time for you to decide that, okay, now I want to be an LLC or a S Corp or a corporation, period, then that name may not be available in your state. Okay. So I'm a firm believer in begin with the end in mind because I'm not going to stay where I'm at. You know, when I walked away from corporate in 2019, if I had a mindset of I'm not going to make it, I would have stayed an employee, right? I ain't in this playing. I'm in this to win it. You hear me? And I walked away for freedom, not just financial freedom, but spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of that. Because in corporate world, especially if you're in a high up position, I was a director of accounts payable. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility and expectations. Okay. The bottom line is when you're sick, die, or anything else, they replace you like you didn't exist. So why kill myself to make you billions while I get pennies on the dollar, right? Not even pennies, because the company I work for grew to 3 billion before I even left. So that ain't even pennies on the dollar, okay? And I managed all their money. So they're spending, brother. So hey, bottom line is begin with the end in mind because where you are now is not where you're going to stay. Now, I will agree you should not set up an LLC or a formal business if you're going to keep your business a hobby. Meaning you want to be an employee. You're not trying to invest time into the business. You're not trying to grow it or leave a legacy and things like that. Then don't set up a formal business. Stay a sole prop. If you make some money, great. If you don't, it's no big deal. There's no additional fees, right, to being just a sole prop. Now you could brand your name and so forth through DBA, right, and it's yours, right? Because as a sole prop, You don't even have to register your company at all if you're using your name. It's only if you're using a fictitious business name that you must register as a DBA. Okay. So picking the right business structure for your business is crucial to what you get to deduct and not. Okay. So again, back to the people jumped on the LLC bandwagon, not knowing that there was no tax benefits to it. Um, that spoke volumes, right? So I've been training on that since it happened or since the pandemic, because there is no tax benefit to it at all. Okay. So even if you have a partnership. So keep in mind where you're trying to go. What is it that you're trying to do? So if you're planning or have your business plan laid out, you should have 3, 5, 7, 10 years worth of planning. Okay, so if you're looking at your year 10, where do you want your business to be? You're selling products. Are you looking to open up a brick and mortar? Are you looking to only stay online, Shopify or whatever, Etsy, all of these platforms? Are you looking to hire affiliates, right? Like, what is your big picture? And one thing that I always say in my training, in my challenge, by the way, my challenge is coming up next week, Tuesday the 12th through Thursday the 14th. It's a 3-day challenge, business finances mastery. Go ahead and register today. What I talk about is the fact that you're not going to stay right here. Begin with the end in mind, and that every single business that's out there have more than one way that they can make revenue in their business. I guarantee it. I don't care what your business is. I don't care what your industry is. There is more than one way to make money in that business. Okay. So keeping that in mind, what is the best business structure for you? Look at the pros and cons, because there's always going to be pros and cons. Anything worth having is worth fighting for, number one. And I don't know nothing in life that just come easy. If it drop in your lap, you better believe it's going to come with some kind of string or something that's going to be tugging at it, pulling it back, or something, right? Nothing in life comes in easy. And if you want your business, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want it to be all that it could be, keep that in mind when you set your business up, and set it up for success, not for failure, right? Because to me, failure only happens if you quit. So if you enter into your business journey, because it is your journey, you enter into your business journey with a lackluster mindset or thinking, then don't do it yet, right? Because you're in business to make money, you're in business to grow. You could choose whether or not you want to sell it when you get tired of it, if you want to pass it on, you want to leave a legacy. Like, what does that look like? And when I say leave a legacy, because I have a mentor to say, your kids don't want your business, and they probably don't. I'm training my grandbabies. Look, my son got his own career, but I'm training my grandbabies. They like to mess with my computer and all that. Okay, you're going to come work in this business. Okay, I'm going to train you up. But what I mean by leaving a legacy is when you leave the business, who are you going to leave it to, or how do you plan to keep it going once you're gone? Right. So something that I talked about in my business, because we do offer bookkeeping, we offer accounting, we offer tax preparation. We also do business formation. So we do everything from setting the business up all the way through tax prep and tax planning. But we also have a coaching aspect, right? So, when I think about it and thinking about legacy, for me, if I beef up my coaching, then if something happens to me, who's going to fill my shoes? Because I'm a unique beast in and of itself. My whole mindset, thinking life done prepared me for where I am today. And I'm one of those people that's gifted, skilled to think outside the box. Okay. So with coaching, I can't leave that legacy. Once I'm gone, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So because I am trying to leave a legacy, I'm keeping that accounting part of the business together and in place, because you can hire somebody to do the work in your business and not be the one to do the work. But when you're the coaching or the consulting, It's hard to do that, right? You can hire consultants, you can hire coaches, but they're not you, right? So, and it's okay to have more than one coach. It's okay to have more than one consultant, all of that good stuff. But the bottom line is for legacy building, for me, coaching is it can't be the only source of revenue. So I'm beefing up or keeping up the bookkeeping and accounting side of things as well as the tax practice. Now they don't have to do tax practice or they don't have to do the bookkeeping, but one of those got to stay for legacy building, right? So you can hire people to do the work and just collect, right? Manage the money and distribute it, pay people a fair wage, all that good stuff. But my grandchildren or my estate, my heirs will continue to get paid from my business. I don't plan to sell it, not my business. I plan for it to keep giving and keep giving. Because one thing about it is taxes ain't going nowhere. So somebody gonna always need some taxes done. Bookkeeping ain't going nowhere because you're gonna always need to know where your money is. Okay. So that's an industry that's gonna live on forever, no matter AI, all that stuff. AI still have to be told what to do. So it's not going to replace an accountant, period. Okay. You can automate as much as you can, but there's always going to be a caveat where somebody else has to look at it. Right. Um, so I'm looking at legacy building that way. Are we keeping up with the time? Yes. Yes, we are. I stay abreast like the AI, right? See where we could best use it. Software, technology, all of that stuff, right? So I am intentionally building my business to leave a legacy, whether they want to work in the business or not. I want them to collect a check from the business. You hear me? That's it, and that's all. So that's my big plan, right? That's my long term plan. And therefore, I set up my business accordingly. My business structure follows my big picture. Okay, my game plan. So that's what I mean by legacy building. That's what I mean by begin with the end in mind, because that's my end. I want them to continue to get paid once I'm gone. Okay, that's legacy. And that's what I'm building with my business. So, with that said, I am Tracy L. Tate. I am the CEO of TLJ Professional Services. We are about all things financial. And today is day 3 of 30 Live Challenge. I'm excited about all of these tax tips you'll get through the end of the year and well into the beginning of the year before tax time. Okay. So, tune in, type replay when you hear it, all of that good stuff. But soak in the knowledge, take in what you want, throw the rest of it away. All shoes don't fit this lie, right? All feet don't fit my shoes, right? So if your feet fit these shoes and your legacy is to leave a legacy once you gone, and your family and your heirs will continue to get paid even once you gone, your business structure matters. Okay. So keep that in mind, and you have a blessed and fabulous week.